So happy Saturday. I am here to show you how to use the Park for the Night app. I am currently in Spain, near Tarifa in the south of Spain. We're getting ready to go to Morocco on Monday. I'm just going to turn the camera around and show you where I am because it's beautiful here. So as you can see, we're parked right next to the mountains or the hills there. We've got cows at the edge of the campsite and it's free. So now you've seen where I am, let's get into the app. I'm going to go over to a screen recording of my iPhone and I'll run you through all the features. So here we're just going to open up the Park for the Night app on the top row. Opens up fairly quickly and we're going to go into the map option at first in the top left hand corner. And that is going to show us all of the locations on the map close to us. Now if you hit the top right hand button, that is going to show you your GPS location. Sometimes it's not always correct and you're not always in the center of the map. Then you've got the plus and the minus buttons in the bottom right hand corner, which will zoom you in and out. And you also have the option of refreshing the search if it doesn't bring anything up. So sometimes you want to move to a different area on the map that doesn't have any listings yet, and you can then zoom into that area and just hit refresh, and then it might show you some locations that it didn't in the menu. Going back, you've then got the Around Me section below. And all that does is takes a GPS location and it is going to show you exactly where is the closest to you with park up. So along the top we're going to select this one here, and this one has 4.5 stars, 17 reviews, 5 photos and 11 people have said that they've stayed here. So let's go in. The first thing that you'll notice on most listings is that they've got photos, so you can scroll across those and see if it looks like somewhere you'd like to stay. Often you'll get the opportunity to add more, and you can actually change these and upload newer photos. Moving down, you've got a brief description of the park up, and that will be added by the person usually that created the park up, and below that you've got the activities that you can do in that area. So here you've got climbing, sailing, fishing, hiking, biking, everything you can think of. Moving down, you've got the GPS coordinates, and below that you've got the drive to. So let's click here and that will take us to the map section. Sometimes you have to click the text on the drive to because it will not recognize it when you hit the image of the sat nav. But here you've got an option to click any of the maps and you can move along the bottom if you're using a different system like TomTom or Garmin on your smartphone. Let's go out of there, and then moving down you've got the address if you want to enter that into the sat nav. Sometimes you might have a separate sat nav, so you can use that. Moving down you can hit I've stayed here, and you can also leave a comment, so anything from 1 to 5 stars, and then you just type in here quite simply, let people know how your stay was at the park up. It's very easy to do. The only thing I found that doesn't often work on this is when you tap the I've stayed here button, it won't always record it. I've never successfully actually recorded a park up, and you'll notice that a lot of people don't have park ups even though they've commented and left a review of the site. Moving down you can see a review here that's in Spanish, and you do have a chance to translate that by clicking the button, and then it will translate that Spanish review into English. So you can see that. Going back to the main menu now, you will be able to see my selection, and below that is search on the trip. Now search along the trip is only available for pro users. My selection, I don't have anything in there personally, so that one is empty. You can add a park up in the bottom right hand corner. You can select type of place it is, and then you need to hit the GPS location in the top right hand corner to add the new park up. You'll then need to click next, and it will give you the opportunity to check that nowhere else, that this isn't listed before, because obviously there's 0 kilometers. So I can then add in the description, the number of spaces, how much it costs, and a brief description of it. You then want to hit abort and OK. That's going to take you straight back to the main menu. So they are the key and the main functions that I think you will need and find helpful on Park for Night. So that's my brief review and rundown on Park for Night. It's extremely useful, and I will be upgrading to Pro as I'm going to Morocco. I haven't bought Pro in the past just because I always have a Wi-Fi connection or a data connection in Europe, so it hasn't been essential for me at the moment, and if the app fails I just find somewhere to pull over anyway. But it can be really nice for planning out a nice route, finding destinations to head for, and kind of knowing that you're heading to a nice park up, you're heading somewhere where there's going to be safe parking. Anyway, I hope you found the review useful and intuitive. One thing I will say is on the Android version, on some of them, the drive to section is lower down on the right hand side. It changes around, I think, depending on what Android model you've got, but it will be in there somewhere. You've just got to find that button and then you can click it. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. There'll be more campervan Morocco related stuff coming on to this channel soon, and have a great weekend.